You're now watching Compton Rick Rock TV.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. We're about to get straight into the content. There's a $25,000 reward offer at the postal worker was killed in West Pullman. It's always something going down in Chicago, Chirac as they call it. This one right here is not like your ordinary case. Usually you always see some gang members getting into it, but this one is kind of heartbreaking. And you guys, let's check this out, man. It's hard to even get into this one. Let's go.
News, $250,000. That's the reward being offered to help catch the gunman who killed a mail carrier today in West Pullman. Our Suzanne Lemonniot is live at that scene with new details about the victim and what happened. Suzanne.
Erica, I want you to take a look right here behind me. Now you are going to see the postal truck still here at the scene. Next to that truck, you see a large number of U.S. Postal Service police investigating this murder. The postal worker was standing in front of a home right at that intersection when she was shot by someone multiple times.
We have gunshot wound to the right side of the neck, 2 gunshot wounds to the hip, and 1 to the, I'm not sure how many to the chest, but she was shot on the chest.
Postal worker Octavia Redmond was taken to Christ Hospital where she died. Redmond, who was 48 years old, was in front of a home near West 122nd Street and South Harvard Avenue just after 11 this morning. That's when police say an unknown man walked up to her and started shooting.
My heart is shattered because it was a nice lady.
Kim Sanders says she would see Redmond on South Harvard Avenue nearly every day.
Whenever she comes, she always smiling like, hey, how you doing, Kim? Do you want me to put the mail in the mailbox or you want me to hand it to you? She just come up and down the block and just deliver the mail, didn't bother nobody. So it's like it's devastated to the area. It was amazing to hear that she got shot on this particular block.
A federal agent with the U.S. Postal Service was at the scene along with numerous Chicago police officers and detectives.
Investigating the loss of life is the most important thing we can do. So when we lose one of our own, a postal employee, we take it as seriously as anything we could do in this job. This is why we're here. We do have other, jobs and other things to investigate as well, obviously, but all those things take a back seat when something like this happens today.
They were going door to door, speaking with those on the block and seeing if any of the houses with surveillance systems captured the crime on camera. A white Durango was seen leaving the area right after the shooting. Now, the United States Postal Inspection Service offering up to a $250,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in Redmond's murder. Tips can be called in anonymously 24/7 to the number that you see right now on your screen. That number, 877-876-2455. In West Pullman, Suzanne Lemonniot, CBS News, Chicago.
Suzanne, thank you.
All right, what do you guys think happened in this case right here? Because this is not your average typical case that you see. A postal worker, you never see that. You know what I'm saying? I never seen a postal worker get shot in my hometown. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Did it sound like somebody that just randomly walked up to a postal worker with ill intentions? Or do you think this might have been a boyfriend or a jealous lover? Or did she cheat on somebody? We don't know what the case may be, but this doesn't sound right to me at all. U.S. Postal Service letter carrier fatally shot in Chicago, and right here it looked like they found that white Durango that they was talking about in the previous video. So let's see what's going on with this Durango truck.
Tonight, we are learning new information about a postal worker who was shot and killed earlier this week. Now, you're looking at video of what appears to be a burned out white Dodge Durango spotted on the south side. Chicago police are investigating whether this is the vehicle they've been looking for in connection to the shooting death of Octavia Redmond. Fox 32's Nate Rogers is following up on this story, has the very latest. Nate?
Throughout the day, grief counselors were at the post office where Octavia Redmond worked out of. This as detectives continue to look into her affiliations and wonder if she was, in fact, targeted. They're also combing through lots of Ring doorbell video that was captured near the scene.
White Dodge Durango that fled that scene.
New today, a white Dodge Durango believed to be the getaway car in the murder of 48-year-old postal carrier Octavia Redmond discovered torched here at 89th and South Holland Avenue.
It's just shocking. I mean, they're doing their job.
This neighbor didn't want to be identified, but told me Redmond just delivered mail to her home. Seconds later, she heard at least 8 gunshots while in the kitchen.
And so I came up to the living room and I looked out this window and I didn't see anything. Then I looked out the side window and I saw her laying on the ground. And I'm like, that's the postal worker.
Happened here at 121st and South Harvard just after 11:30 a.m. Friday. Police say the gunman jumped in a car and quickly left the area. This is in fact the exact house that it happened at. Sources telling us that the killer followed Redmond onto the property. She was shot multiple times. Her items were laying right here in front. Sources telling us it does not appear to be a robbery.
There's no need for that type of violence against people who are doing their job.
Have you ever had an issue where somebody was following you, or?
I had an issue where some people were like stealing packages, like following my truck and then wait till I drop it off and then take it.
The murder of the beloved wife, mother, and extraordinary cook comes after other attacks on postal workers locally and nationally. 27-year-old Caleb delivers packages for Amazon along the same route. Safety is always his greatest concern.
I got to come out here every day and do my job, so I was kind of concerned, you know. I kind of didn't want to come to work today.
I have talked to law enforcement, elected officials, any and everybody about the attack on letter carriers, and that enough is enough and something needs to be done.
And we did reach Octavia Redmond's husband by phone. He declined an interview at this time, simply asking for privacy. There remains a $250,000 cash reward by the U.S. Postal Inspection Service for any information that leads to an arrest and conviction in this case. That number on your screen right now. For tips, 877-876-2455. The Postal Inspection Service reminds us that tips will be kept strictly confidential. That is the latest here downtown. Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Hi, Pat and Dina. A few hours ago, letter carrier.
Well, somebody's definitely going to jail. They have reward out for $250,000. You could best believe somebody will be turning him in by the end of the week. They got Ring cameras on every single door, and the police will be knocking on doors looking for information. I want to send my condolences out to that family, beautiful woman. Sad that it had to end like that. In my opinion, after listening to the story, it sounds like something deeper than somebody, like I say, just walking up, finding somebody that's a mail carrier and just targeting that one person on that day. I believe this is deeper than that, and I believe as this case uncovers, we're going to find out more about it. Usually when cases like this happen, there's always somebody they know, lover, ex-lover, boyfriend, somebody's jealous, or something like that. So we're not saying that these are the people responsible for it. That's just usually how it go in cases like this. I have a friend that's a mail carrier, Papa Z Films. You guys go subscribe to Papa Z Films YouTube channel. He's into politics and he's doing millions of views over there. He just started doing YouTube not too long ago, and already he's at 40,000 subscribers, millions of views all day. He's covering politic content, which is good. He's doing real good. Y'all go subscribe to Papa Z Films. He's a mail carrier. And I had to call him the other day and let him know about this case. He was downtown passing out. He was downtown passing out water to the homeless people. So, yeah, man, shout out Papa Z Films. And we out. Going to the next one. Leave y'all comments in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, man. It's Content Rick Rob with Content Rick Rob TV. We gone.